what's up, everybody? Today is September the 24th, and this is another day where I do the shout out for the people, where I play my keyboard, play my guitar, and to show you how much I appreciate y'all stuff. And it started because I couldn't leave no comments or write nobody who replied back to me. So this is the whole reason why I started the keyboard and all that stuff. But now it's involved. It's something I like doing because I want to learn more about it. And it's giving me a little enjoyment on it. So with that being said, I'm going to give a shout out to today. It's going to be Reverend Terminator, the Bug Bouncer, Lucas Struder Superhero, Buddha of Destiny, Steve Gilmore YouTube channel, Rich New Design, Kapika 31. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. Mom's No Treasure, MKT, After Bill Space, Mr. Cheap Chips, Tropical Buzz, The Stock Explorer, GA Girl, Every Woman Wellness, TWP Popcorn, Susie Q, Ruthie, This and That and Family, Miss Soft and Sensual, the JM Playlist Run 3, King Morgan, Tay Life, Wee's World, Paul's Books and Movies, Miss Key Kitchen, and Games Bros. So that's 23 people's name I got to do a shout out for, and I don't mind doing it. Alright. So with that being said, you know how we got to do it. You know, we just gonna get right. We just gonna go. We just gonna get right and do the shoulder roll. Say shoulder roll, shoulder roll, shoulder roll. Oh yes, we still go well with that one. Shoulder roll, shoulder roll, shoulder roll. Oh yes, we get that shoulder roll. I know you see my basket sitting in that bag. I'm doing a shoulder roll. Oh yes, I'm liking that. But I'm a chillin' and I doing what I do. I'm still doing the shoulder roll just for you. I said that shoulder roll, that shoulder roll, that shoulder roll, that shoulder roll. Alright, that shoulder roll, that shoulder roll, that shoulder roll. Oh yes, we did the shoulder roll. So now we got that out the way. You know, you gotta warm it up before you get drop out these beats, you know what I mean? Let me see. I'm gonna hit it right there. So how we gonna do this one? How we gonna come out with something? Some days, it's, you know, it's kind of hard to come up with new material every day, but it's what I do, you know? But this is for y'all. Shout outs, the shout outs. We doing the shout outs. Oh yes, we doing the shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I'm doing the shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I'm doing the shout outs, I'm doing the shout outs like every single day. The people telling me, Jay, you really crazy, but I think I'm cool because I like to do it. I'm doing shout outs because I'm down with it. I'm doing shout outs to the people that say hi. Doing shout outs, people up in my spot. And now you over here, you leave a comment on my thing. So that's then you know I'm doing shout outs to you, man. I'm doing the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I do the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I do the shout outs, shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I'm doing the shout outs. I'm doing the shout out like what I do. I'm calling all the names and I'm calling for you. So all you have to do is just to say what's up. I'm still up over here to end up shout you out like what? But still I'm over here, I'm cool as hell. People's over here, but I never been to jail. but still I'm over here to end. I'm holding it down because I like to give you a shout out now. With the shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I like to do the shout out, the shout outs, shout outs. Oh yes, I do the shout out. Yes, I do that shout out when I do it just for fun. It also give me practice so I can be number one. I'm not the wing, don't be the two, but that's not for me. I'm over here to write the names like a G. But I didn't say you pump your brakes, oh no, I'm not a G. I am that Jada, so oh yes, you know it's me. The 10th letter of the alphabet we get correct. People's over here, oh yes, I'm trying to write my check. My check is starting small and now it's growing up to big. People's over here say maybe homie, yes I did. Digging what you do to and you digging what I see. The people's over here, you trying to go and get icy. But still I'm getting hotter now, you trying to cool it down. People talking about you cannot even see me now. You see me over there and I'm a taller than this wall. People's over here saying, Jay, I hope don't fall. But you know what I do, doing every day. I'm doing shout outs for the people that love me. So when I'm telling you, I like to keep it real straight. But let me telling you, I would not participate. I do the shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I do the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I do the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I do the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I do the shout out. I don't mind giving shout outs to the people. The people need to know what this is going on. I'm over here to giving you love. It's from the J. But let me telling you, I hold it down today. I try to do it every day because that's what I do. If you gonna snooze, then you might go and lose. But if you go and leave a comment to me too, then you know I'm going to give you a shout out too. With the shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I give the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I give the shout out. Shout out to the Reverend Terminator in his house. Shout out to the bugger bouncer, Luke Rustruder now. But put the superhero at the end, you got him. So now we doing shout outs and you know about them. The Buddha of the destiny, the namaste I say. I'm doing shout out to you like I do like every day. The Stephen Gilmore YouTube channels in the house. I'm also here to you, also with a shout out. With the shout out, that shout out, the shout outs. Oh yes, I hit the shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I do the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I do the shout out. Shout out to my guy, Reverend Design. Yes, I'm moving hills. I see you up, it's like it's I. You come on my channel and you drop the West, and you will get his link, and you know that he's the best. You cannot spell awesome without spelling the West. The people's over here, then you like and you taking tests. The test is over here, then you trying to test hard. But let me talk about, I try to keep it smart. The Corporate 31 is also with a shout out. The Moms No Treasure MKT was shout out. The Alibi space hitting with a shout out. With Mr. Chief Chips, hear about a shout out. Saying that shout out, that shout out, that shout out. Oh yes, I give it shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I give the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I give the shout out. Shout out to the other person that was in the house. Tropical buzz showing love up in the house. Also following up with the Stock Explorer. I'm giving shout out to my girl Nora. The GA girl, every woman giving shout out. I'm happy that you hit your 1,000K, it's going down. Now you over there, you about to make that money green. People's over here, oh yes, I'm glad I'm on your team. People talking about, I see you up or over there. Yes, I used to roll all my all dang hell. But still I'm talking about, I like to shout out now. People talking about, I that one that go down. The TWP popcorn up in this house. No, I'm coming over with a new shout out. You know I see you over there, you grinding and you shine. People's over here, I see it up in your eye. The Susie Q is also up in the house. New name, new person, yes, it's going down. But you know I still have to do a shout out. Because that's what I do, and that's what it's all about. With the shout out, the shout out, the shout out. Oh yes, I'm giving shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I'm giving shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I'm giving shout out. Rudy this and that and family, I shout out. Let me telling you, oh yes, we still with shout out. We also got the missing salsa central in the house. Yes, I'm doing shout out and you know, so what about? We got the JM playlist run 3 is in this thing. Still I'm over here, they say no Jada, can ya sing? Sing I'm over here till like I'm up on that beat. People's over here, I see I'm moving my own beat. King Morgan's over here, he doing shout outs. It's coming from the Jada why I do my shout outs. The Tay Life is over here, I giving shout outs. Let me telling you, that is what it's all about. So I say I'm doing what I like to do. That if you don't like it, you know what to do. The X is over there, you can go to it fast. But next thing you know, you better pucker up fast. But it's the J, oh yes, I'm straight cool. Maybe I'm calm, oh yes, I could be fooled. But fooled by these other people, no it's not that. I'm just a being cool and collecting my check with the shout out, the shout out, the shout outs. Oh yes, I give it shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I'm giving shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I'm giving shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I'm giving shout out. Take life over here to whip a shout out. But still I'm over here and like you know, so what about? We also got the Weeds World doing shout outs. Still I'm over here, I'm weaving it so when I'm out. Now I'm going in and out, so in and out I go. People telling me, I say, CJ have some flow. The flow is getting ruled, but this man is still cool. But let me tell your people, that's the why you follow who. out to. Because you came to my channel and show some love to who? You showing love to this man who always rep the South. Still I'm over here, but still I'm running at my mouth. The Miss Kid's Kitchen over here in the house. But you know I'm going to give you a shout out. So Miss Kid's Kitchen said you need to do better. I said I know I'm working on it, I'm getting better. Still I'm talking about the when we holding it down. The people talking about, oh yes, I'm going to clown. I'm clowning with one more name that's up in the house. You know I'm about to hit it with a whole shout out. The Game Bros over here coming in down. He coming over here to and he's showing out. He doing all the things that I wanted to do. Like some muscle up and push up, so is this so true? The shout out now for all of y'all. But all you have to do is just to write on my wall. And then I write it up on my paper right here. And then I finish up with a shout out. Yeah, with my shout out. My shout out. My shout outs. Oh yes, I'm giving shout outs. My shout outs. My shout outs. My shout outs. Oh yes, I'm giving shout out. My shout outs. My shout outs. My shout outs. Oh yes, I'm giving shout outs. Oh yeah. Shout outs 101. It's what we do, you know what I mean? You show people that love that show you love. You know what I mean? Even if they don't show you love, show them some love because they probably don't know that you show them some love. Mention them so they can see that you show them some love. And that way they will come back over here and show you some love. If they don't, keep doing it a couple more times and then move on. Because you are greater with other people. Yeah, I said it. You are greater with other people that support you as well. So with that being said, Reverend Terminator, the Bug Bouncer, Lucas Strudel Superhero, Buddha of Destiny, Steve Gilmore YouTube channel, Rich New Design, Cooper Kai 31, Mom's No Trust, MKT, Alabama Space, Mr. Cheap Chips, Tropical Buzz, The Stock Explorer, G.A. Girl, Every Woman Wellness, TWP Popcorn, Susie Q, which is Panama City. Thank you very much. Ching-ching. Rudy This and That and Family, Miss Soft and Sensual, the JM Playlist Run 3, King Morgan, Tay Life, Wee's World, Paul's Book and Movies, Miss Key Kitchen, and Games Bros. Thank you to the 23 of y'all. So you know what I gotta do? I'm gonna have to stop this right here and let's go to the guitar. We gotta go to the guitar and do it again because you know we gotta do it that way. We gotta do it that way. You know just what I say. You gotta do it that way. Oh yeah. Let me stretch this knee leg out because this one is the one that be bothering me, that right knee. So let's go. Oh, let me get the key up on this thing. I say, let me get the key on it. Let me go and let me get the key on it. Oh, what I'm gonna do. I'm talking back to what I'm gonna do all the time. I bust my rhyme. I'm telling you, but I'm doing everything every day in my time. I'm giving shout out to the people cause I do not mind. I'm over here, all y'all people, so just looking fine. So the shout out, the shout out, the shout out. Oh yes, I give the shout out, the shout out, the shout out, the shout out. Oh yes, I give a shout out. Yes, I'm over here just to give the shout outs. Shout out to the people that's it all about. Coming to my live and to my premiere. Still I'm over here in the center, are you sure? I said I do not mind about it. I'm giving you shout out to just hold it. To let you know I appreciate your love and your support. Oh no, I'm not that thug. I'm still over here and I do it all the time. Doing every day, I'm practice with my rhyme. Rhyme over here with the notes and instruments. People's over here that say that Jay, you could be big with the shout outs. The shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I get the shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I get the shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I get the shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I get the shout out. Every time I do a shout out, it's for you. I'ma telling you, I'ma trying to keep it true. I keep myself over here to be in check. Still I'm over here that I'ma write my own check. Started with a small one, tried to get to bigger. People's over here that so, oh no, I'm not the tigger. People over here that with their hands up on that trigger. Talking about the J, the all that, yes, that is my hey, when you say I still am holding down. Doing shout outs and I turn it all around. I turn it over here till you come into my town. People's over here that say that Jay will shout out with the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I'm giving shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I give the shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I give the shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I give the shout out. Everybody say that while you giving shout outs. Every day's over here, so what it's all about? Why you gotta do it when you try to hold them down? Still I'm over here that this is what I'm going down. I like to get the people all the love that they deserve. I'm over here and I say that you deserve everything and I think they need more. I hope you get your money and I hope you get the dough. I say the shout out and I mention you, so other people go and see you. That's why I'm doing with my shout out now. I'm over here to everybody with a shout out, with the shout out, shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I do the shout out, the shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I'm doing the shout out. Let me get down to the names right now. Doing shout outs, still going down. Got about 23 of them now. Doing shout outs, and I said, oh wow. A not pee-pow, not a boom boom bang. Still over here, I do not rain. Brain over here like you know it's main. Still over here with the shout out, man, with the shout out. The shout out, the shout out. Oh yes, I get the shout out, the shout outs. The shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I get the shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I get the shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I get the shout out. Reverend Terminator get a shout out from the J. Yes, I'm talking about that. I'm the J up in this play. The butter bouncer, Luger through the superhero. Get the shout out from the J. Oh yes, you is the hero. Buddha of the destiny, the namaste today. Getting the shout out from your homeboy J. Steve Gilmore YouTube channel. Getting a shout out from the J. And you know I'm in this place. Rich New Design also get a shout out. People's over here and you know what all about. The Coppercat 31 is in this place. Get the shout out from your homeboy Jay with the shout out. The shout out. The shout out. Oh yes, I give a shout out. The shout outs. The shout outs. The shout outs. Oh yes, I'm giving shout out. The shout outs. The shout outs. The shout outs. Oh yes, I'm giving shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I'm giving shout out. Mom, no treasure, MKT, get the shout out from the J when you know what it's all about. Alibi Spade also get the no shout out coming from the J, and you know he giving shout out. Mr. Chips, cheap old chips. Let me get it right when the wing is chipped. The Mr. Cheap Chips in the house. I'm giving you a shout out. So what about? We got more people in this house today. Still gotta give you a shout out today because I don't mind and I appreciate it. But still I'm over here, I'm rocking this with the shout out, the shout out, the shout outs. Oh yes, I get the shout out, the shout out, the shout out, the shout outs. Oh yes, I get the shout out, the shout out, the shout out, the shout out. Oh yes, I get the shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I get the shout out. Tropical Bug, get the shout out from the J. Ooh yes, I said you get it from the J. The Stock Explorer, get the shout out from the J. The J over here with the shout out today. The GA Girl Woman Wellness Now, getting a shout out from J right now. I'm proud of you, hit that 1K now. Still over here, now you got to get down with the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I'm giving shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I'm giving shout out to TWP Popcorn in the house. Getting shout outs from the J is going down. Susie Q better say get shout out from the J, and you know what it's all about. Her name is really Panama City. Still over here, oh yes, you pretty. Pretty over here with your energy. Still over here and that follow me. Rudy this, Rudy that, and the family. I changed it up on this beat. But let me tell you about the name right now. If Rudy this and that, the family is going down with the shout out, the shout out, the shout out. Oh yes, I get the shout out, the shout out, the shout out, the shout outs. Oh yes, I get a shout out, the shout out, the shout out, the shout out. Oh yes, I'm giving shout out, the shout out, the shout out, the shout out. Now yes, I'm giving shout out. Mr. Song Fur Elise will getting shout out. Coming from the J with a new shout out. JM playlist run number 3. Getting a shout out. Oh yes, it's from me. King Morgan getting a shout out too. Come from the J and that's what I do. Thej Life over here in this house. Getting a shout out. What it's all about. I see we's were in this place, giving you a shout out like every day. Hope these people come over there to your channel, like and subscribe. Oh yes, I am the animal. The shout out, the shout out, the shout out. Oh yes, I'm giving shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I get the shout out. Paul Books and Movies, get a shout out, get a shout out. Get a shout out. Paul Books and Movies, get a shout out. Get a shout out. Get a shout out. You get a shout out from your boy the J. That's what I do like every day. Miss Key Kitchen also get a shout out. Still over here and you know so what about. The Game Bros is the last one on this thing. Get a shout out and I bring that pain. Pain and gain and also money. Still over here, it's not Monday. Hey, what you say? Hey, what you do? Doing shout outs just for you. When I say I'm just going through my thing, people's over here saying that Jay, that can you sing with my shout out? My shout out, my shout outs. Oh yes, I give a shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I give a shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I'm giving shout out, the shout outs, the shout outs, the shout outs. Oh yes, I give a shout out. Yes, I'd like to give everybody a shout out because I know they deserve a shout out. That's why I'm doing it every day. So let me tell you, put them in their place. The place that needs to be at the top of this thing. I hope that everybody go and make that money. I want you kids to get that green just to hold it in. Still I'm over here and I'm saying it again. I shout out, I shout out, Oh yes, I'm doing nothing when I'm doing with the shout out, I shout out, I shout out, I shout out. Oh yes, I get a shout out. Oh yeah. Oh yes, I get a shout out. Oh yes, I get a shout out. So let me see what's going on. Time to go for some more. Ooh. Ooh. So we're gonna be doing some, you know, pop stick, chopstick, rock sticks, chopsticks. We're gonna be doing that right there. From gave me pieces of it from original design. We also gonna do some Fur Elise. We're gonna do some Lean on Me. We're gonna do my favorite thing requested by Reverend Terminator. We're gonna go to some Steel Dre requested by the AT-78, and then we're gonna go to my personal stuff that I like to do the practice on. So with that being said, let's get this thing popping, popping, and popping. Cause I like to do the shout outs. Why did I do that? But you know how we do it. Once you mess up, you gotta start over. go. Let's go to the steel dray. Like, so let's go and get this thing to the nitty-gritty. So the thing is, shout out to everybody that showed me love and support. I definitely appreciate it. But the announcement I want to do is every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I do a jam session on my channel, the Thej Jordan. And with the jam session, everybody is welcome to bring their own instrument. All instruments are welcome on the jam session to come on the panel. And if you do not have an instrument, you can still come on the panel. You could do the singing, you could do the dancing, you could do the freestyle, you could do poetry, you could do spoken words, you can do your ABCs, you could do your 1, 2, 3s. You could do all them things. You could tap dance, you could break dance, you could, you know, do twerking, all this stuff like that for the entertainment part. But you welcome to do all that stuff, you know what I mean, for the jam session. If you do not have no instruments, or you could do both of them, whichever you want. Always welcome. So remember that on the jam session, we are doing this for the jam so we could get better, show other people we also know other things and stuff like that, so we could grow, have fun with each other company and stuff like that. You know, that's what it's all about. It's just more of an entertaining part of to help your channel grow, because you will learn and see more people, and then hopefully you come up there, and when people do it, more people will link up with you as well. But remember that on the jam session, I have some co-hosts on the jam session. I have Panama City is a co-host. Rich New Design, co-host. I Bring It Every Day, co-host. And we also have Hook That Young will come over, and she come over sing and play the instruments as well. And she been showing us more talent as the more we get to know her. And she definitely always welcome on the panel. So with that being said, this is every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so just come over here and have some fun with us, and let's try to get this to grow. Because I want to get it to where more people will come on and perform, and so we can all get together and just have a good day and just have fun with everybody. So other than that, I also co-host on Rich New Design channel on Wednesday night. And it's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the new time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's at I Got Nothing Wednesday. It's kind of like Tuba Chat. But the difference is you come in, you say hi, and hopefully you hit the like button as well. And you go in there, and just by doing that, your name go on the wheel. And once your name go on the wheel, you good. If you have somewhere else to go, you still be on the wheel, and your name will still get spin. And if it hit on your name, you still get seen on the live. So that's the good thing about it. But the thing is, you also get to drop your link with #awesome. We'll drop your link so you can link up with anybody in the chat. So your whole thing is you're supposed to do your work in the chat to help your channel grow. We just give you a platform to help you grow. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you do all your work in the chat. You can talk about your channel. Talk about if you got a premiere or live coming up. You can talk about if you need watch hours. All that stuff is welcome in the chat. And remember to hit the #awesome when you come in, so you can drop your link. And if you have to leave, hit the #awesome so we can get to your link again. So if your name come up. So with that being said, you know, we are there for the entertainment part. So if it's a lot of people, we probably would not be able to sing or do the music, but we will try to get our best to do. We try to do our best to get to everybody's names like we want to, because we're more lenient on the time. So other than that, that's the I Got Nothing Wednesday, and it's every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also on Friday, I also co-host on Rich New Design channel as well. And with that one, we also have another person that also is a co-host. His name is the Home Bartender with John. The Home Bartender with John is a real bartender. So if you want him to mix you or make you a drink that you want to see how it's made, you contact him in his comments on his channel, and he will write it down and put the request in, and he will probably make the drink on Friday night. But remember that on Friday night, the only requirement for the Rich New Design, Rich After Dark, is you have to be of age. You have to be at least 18, because it's strong language and strong content on the channel. So with that being said, that's the gist of all the shout outs for right now. So, but I would like to always end it like, make sure you do stuff at your own pace, your own moderation. Make sure you drink water. Make sure you stretch. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell because I normally post something every day. So with that being said, I like to finish it off with fitness is key and hair grease. Ooh wee. Peace out, everybody.